Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Firoz from Alpha Media. Guys, in this video, I am going to show you how we can add some gold text effects in Photoshop. So let's get started. I will create a new document. And the width of my document I will keep to 1280 pixels and the height 720 pixels. The resolution of this document I will change to 100 pixels and I will click on create button. Guys, this project we can divide into two parts. In the first part we will create the background, and in the second part we will create the text and its styles. So I am going to create the background. So I will click here on this adjustment layer and I will choose gradient option. I will select this gradient and I will select this black and white gradient. This is a plain black and white gradient, and I will make some changes to this gradient to make some awesome gradient. So I will double click here on this first color, and the color of this color stop I will change to black, and I will add a new color into my gradient by clicking somewhere in this gradient bar. And I will change the color of this color stop by double clicking on the color of this color stop. I will change to 4F1001 and I will change by double clicking on this color stop to A92202 and click OK button. Now my gradient is ready and I will accept these changes by clicking here on this OK button. Now guys, this gradient is a linear, but I want a radial gradient, so I will select the style from linear to radial, and I would like to change the order of this gradient to reverse. And finally I will change the angle of this gradient to something 3 or 3.8 is looking good to me, and I will click on the OK button. Now my gradient is ready, and in the last step I want to add some textures to this gradient. The best texture in the Photoshop, I like the clouds. So before applying the clouds, I want to change the foreground and background color to default to black and white. I will create a new layer before creating the clouds. I will change the blending mode of this clouds layer to overlay, and I will change this clouds layer to smart object. First I will change the name of this layer to clouds, and I will right click here and I will convert to smart object this layer. I want to add some Gaussian blur to my clouds. The amount of Gaussian blur I will keep to moderate. Okay, 3 pixels is looking good to me. Now our background is ready, and in the next part we are going to create the text, and then we will apply text styles to it to change our text into the gold or in a golden effect. So I will select the text tool and I will make some changes to my text. I will select the font Bebas. The size of our fonts I will keep to 300 point, and I will write a text gold. Now our text is ready, and in the next step I am going to apply some layer styles to it. So I will click here on this FX icon, and I will choose the color overlay because I want to change the color of my text. I will click here on this color swatch and follow the steps with me. I will change the color it FFC600, and I will click to OK button. Opacity I will keep to 100%. Now I will select the bevel and emboss effect. I expect you are following me, and this bevel and emboss effect have two parts, and in the first part it has a structure of the effect, and in the second part it has some shading styles. So we will define the structure of this effect. Style I will keep to inner bevel, technique, chisel hard, and depth I will keep to 1000%. Direction I will keep to down, and size I will increase the size of this bevel effect. It is 109 pixels. I will decrease a little bit, and the soften option I will keep to 0. And in the shading part of this effect, I will change the angle of our shading to 80 degree, and I will uncheck this global light, and the altitude of this shading I will keep to 53 degree. And the next part is very important because I am going to make some changes to this glass contour. I will select this contour gloss 01. Guys, probably you do not have this contour in your version of Photoshop, because this is a custom contour which I created myself, and I can give you some tips how you can create this kind of contour on your own. So you can select the default this linear contour first, and you can click on this thumbnail. Now you can adjust this graph by adding some anchor points in it, and you can adjust those anchor points. Let's say so in this way you can make some peaks and furrows. But I have already created my contour, so I'm not going to save this contour. But this is just for the demonstration that how you can create the contour on your own. You can click on this new button to save this contour, but I'm going to cancel this because I already created this contour, and I will check this anti-aliased option. Now in the highlight mode, I will change this white color to something light yellow color, FBE F2D. It's a buttery yellow color. And the blending mode I will change from screen to luminosity. And opacity I will keep to 100%. The shadow mode I will keep the multiply blending mode, okay. And I will change the color from black to something dark, 402300, okay. And the opacity I will keep to 90%. Okay, now our bevel and emboss settings is complete. Now I will select the inner shadow and I will make some changes to my inner shadow. First of all, I will change the color of my inner shadow. EFA900. Click OK. Opacity I will keep to 100%. And the angle I will keep to 90 degree, and the distance I will keep to 9 pixels. Chalk will be 70. Size I will keep to 9 pixels. Now I will select the drop shadow layer effect, and in the drop shadow the blending mode I will keep to multiply, and I will change the color of my drop shadow to black, and opacity I will keep to 70%, and the angle of our drop shadow I will keep to 120 degree, and I will check this global light. The distance I want to keep to 6 pixels, and spread to 5%. The size of our drop shadow I will keep to 13 pixels. Okay, now our effects is almost completed, but I want to make some changes in bevel and emboss once again. And I want to make some changes into our contour. Here the contour I will change to this glass 02 contour which I created by myself. You can create this contour on your own, as I told you before in this tutorial. I will check anti-aliasing, and the range I will decrease to something to 88.88%. Okay. Now this was our final step, and our all layer styles is completed, and this is how the golden text looks like. Now in the last step of our gold text, I want to add some sparkles so that it will look more glowing. So I'm going to create a new layer, and I will choose the brush tool, and I will right click, and I will select this crosshatch number 4. Let me change some settings so that you can see the name of these brushes. I will change the settings to small list. Yeah, here is this brush, the crosshatch number 4. You may not have this brush. If you do not have, then you have to click here on this gear icon, and you have to select this assorted brushes. When you click on these assorted brushes, the Photoshop will ask you, would you like to add, or would you like to replace your all existing brushes or you want to append. So guys, I hope you will click here on this append button, because it will add these new sets of brushes into your existing set of brushes. So anyway, select this crosshatch number 4 brush, press and hold the Alt button on the keyboard to select the layer, something light, and now you can click the sharp edges on our text. In this way, our text is looking like it is sparkling. If you like, you can decrease the opacity of this layer. Okay guys, now our goal text is completed. I hope this video was very informative for you and you enjoyed this video. Guys, if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing my channel and don't forget to like this video. Thank you.